Hello, welcome to Taxonomy Online Mathematics, episode number 7 of the series on compound interest, still under percentages 2. In this episode, we want to have a discussion on compound interest for installment. Remember the first episode, we did mention that compound interests are in two aspects. The first aspect is when it is per annum, annually. So it means it is compounded every year. Then the second aspect is when it's compounded in installment, meaning it's going to be a number of times per year. So let's see, what does it mean? So for installment, payment or compound interest within a year are payable as. So within that 1 year, it will be payable either by monthly, meaning every 12 times in every year, in that particular year. Let me take it again. Monthly, it will be calculated payable as what? Monthly. In that monthly means what? 12 times a year, which means the first month, January, you calculate the interest. February, you calculate, you be compounding it till you get to the 12th month. That is what the question may ask. If it is a monthly, I think let me add the ly here. Then quarterly. Quarterly simply means 4 times a year, meaning every 3 months, right? If you divide a year into 4, the first part will be 3. So in every 3 months, you will be calculating the interest, or you'll be compounding the interest. So when the question mentioned quarterly, remember you are doing that 4 times. All right. Then half yearly. You will see a half yearly. You might be seeing semi-annually. Annually is once. Semi-annually is what? Half. Which means the whole year you are going to do it how many times? 2 times a year. So the first 6 months you calculate it. The next 6 months you calculate. So these are the aspects to which the installment calculations will be based on. So you'll be looking out for the keyword monthly, payable monthly, payable quarterly, payable semi-annually, or half yearly. If these keywords are worded in the question, they know that you are dealing with what? Installment what? Calculation. So let's see a question. Find the compound interest on 2,000 Ghana cedis for 1 year at the rate of 32% per annum, payable every quarterly. So quarterly means 4 times in a year. So we are going to use this example based on the two methods we have done in the first 3 episodes. The step-by-step method and that of what? The formula method. I'll try and use the two methods for this question so that in the subsequent one, we choose one that resonates with us. I guess that will be okay. Okay, so let's take the method. The method 1, the steps we are going to follow. We are first going to divide the rate in the question. This is what? 32% per annum. You divide the rate by the number of payment. In this case, number of installments. Per this question, we are doing that quarterly. Quarterly means 4 times a year. So I'll divide this by 4. So let's say if I pick the principal, which in this case would be 2,000 Ghana cedis, then we pick the year. We have the year, which is time, 1 year, which we can still be equals to, we are dividing the year into 4 parts. Remember, I said quarterly means 4 times. So instead of having 1 year will be divided into 4. And quarterly, I should be having first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, let's add them, then the fourth quarter. All this represents the 1 year. If I add all of them, I should be having 1. Then the rate, which in this case is 32%. We were told that we are to divide that rate by the number of installment. And the number of installment is what? 4. Quarterly. So this is going to be, okay, let me leave it there and have rate equals to 1 out of 4 times 32% for quarterly. That is what? 4 times, right? So if I do that, I should be having 8%. All right. So now, use this rate, the rate that you found, to calculate the interest and the amount of at the end of each installment. So now that I know the rate, this episode is a build-up on the first 6 episodes. So if I am going to start by calculating, we have to get the prerequisite knowledge from the previous one. The interest we are asked to calculate. The interest for year 1. The year 1 is going to be the principal we are dealing with. In this case, we are dealing with what? 2,000 times the rate, where in this case it will be 8 instead of 32. 8 divided by 100 times 1. So let's put 100 here, and that will give us, I guess, these 2 zeros will cancel. So 160 Ghana cedis. So this is the interest for the first quarter. In this case, the first 3 months. All right. If this is done, we have to calculate for the amount also. So amount after third year, second year, so I will say the first year, right? So after year 1, this is going to be the principal we began with, 2,000 plus the interest we accrue, 160. That will give you 2,160 Ghana cedis. This interest that we are having, I think the calculations not be first year, so it will be interest for first quarter. Okay, if you do it here, it will enter into 4 years. So first quarter, the first quarter, then amount at the end of first quarter. First quarter, meaning the first 3 months. So this is what it's going to be. Then we need to calculate for the second quarter, the third, in that order, because the final step says that find the sum of the interest for the total number of installments made to obtain the compound interest. So this is the first interest we have. We have to go for the second quarter, third quarter, the fourth quarter, and add all of them for the first method. So let's see. Interest for second quarter. What do you think is going to be? It is also going to be this amount become the new principal. So let's put that together. Okay, so from here, your interest is going to be equals to the principal at the end of the first year is 2,160. The rate still remain 8 for one-time calculation divided by 100. So let's put that together in our calculator and see. And this will be giving you 172.80 pesos. Don't forget, this is taking the name interest. So let's go for amount after the second quarter, right? What would that be? What we began with as the principal, 2,160 plus the interest accrues, which is 172.80 pesos. Put that together and let's see what that will be. So this will be giving you 2,332.80. Remember, this is for the second quarter. So let's go for interest for third quarter. The interest will also begin with this amount become the principal, 2,332.80. The rate still remain 8. Calculation for only 1 year, and that will be divided by what? 100. So if you put that together, you should be having somewhere 186.62 pesos. Remember, this also take the name interest. So let's go for amount. After this is NT, after the third quarter, and that should be after amount. So we are picking the principal. We start with 2,332.80. The interest accrues 186.62. When you put that together in your calculator, that should be giving you 2,519.42 pesos. Remember, this is just the amount at the end of what? The third quarter. We have to go for the fourth quarter interest. So let me see if I can start from here. Interest for what? Fourth quarter, which will be equals to the principal, which will still be our 2,519.42, the rate payable in 1 year divided by 100, and that will give us, we have 201.55 pesos. Remember, that is taking the name interest. So we should go for amount. Amount after what? Fourth quarter, or the final quarter, which will be the principal we began with 2,519.42 added on to by 201.55. We can add that also in our calculator and see what we will get. That will also amount to 2720.97. Remember, this is just revealing the total amount at the end of the fourth quarter, but we are asked to find the interest. So for the interest, we are going to say compound. Compound interest will be equals to, per the formula, we have to add all the interest from all the quarters, the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter, and all of those will give us, and this was the first quarter, second quarter, the third, and the fourth. When you put all together, you should have 720.97. Remember, we can also find the compound interest by picking the last quarter, which is 2,720 minus the principal we start with, which was 2,000. So you'll be left with 720.97. 720.97. So that is if you want to use the step-by-step approach in terms of what? Installment calculation. We can also start with the second method, which will be dealing with the formula. So you can see the second method is asking for the formula, that is the amount calculated as this formula. In the previous episode, there was no n dividing the rate. So here we divide the n by the rate, multiply the time by the n. What does the A stand for? That is the amount at the end of the given period. P stands for the principal, and the rate is standing in for R, or the R standing for the rate. The N is the number of times per year interest is compounded, and T is the time in years. Remember, to find the compound interest, it is the amount minus what? Principal. So here we are going to stick to the formula alone and do the calculation and see how best this will also give us. So based on the second method, which is the formula, these are the information we can pick from the question. Remember, we are to bring the data out. So we just have to substitute in the formula A equals to P times 1 plus the R on N multiplied by what? NT. So these are the information. What do we do? Your amount will be equal to principal. In this case, 2,000. 1 plus the rate must be in decimal always. So 0.32 divided by N. Number of times we are doing the installment quarterly, 4 times. The N is 4. The year is 1. So by formula, you just substitute into it, knowing very well that the number of times the installment is taking place should multiply here and divide here. So my amount, if simplified, will look like 1 plus, this will be 0.8, right? Exponent 4. Simplify further, 2,000 into bracket 1 plus 0.8 will be 1.8 to the power 4. When you put all that in a calculator, you can decide to put this and get decimal and multiply by this, or put all in your calculator. 2,720.97. Remember, amount, what do you call it? Interest, right? Is amount minus what? Principal. So the amount we just calculated, 2,220.97. The principal, 2,000. So when you subtract this, you should be having interest, which is compound, equals to 72097. I guess this seems a lot simpler. That's why I said that when we take the two methods and you are able to follow the one that resonates with you, you have to stick to one and be applying. So this is the formula method, which will give us the same answer as the step by step. Like the video, share, comment, and subscribe.